Hi guys, I'm Abhinav and I'm at the MMRT racetrack near Chennai. Behind me is TVS Racing's Pro Stock TVS Apache RR310 motorcycle that's not really an RR310 anymore. And with me is Karthik. Karthik is the man who has developed this motorcycle. He's worked on this motorcycle for the last year or so. And today, first and foremost, Karthik, congratulations.
Thank you.
You won
Thank you
the
so much.
championship. This very motorcycle that you developed.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It's overwhelming experience actually. We learnt a lot in this weekend, and I feel delighted. It's in my rookie season, I won a championship, and more to come.
What more can one ask for? But congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Karthik, if you could just tell us a little about this motorcycle. What exactly is this?
This is RR310, Apache RR310, and this is developed for a Group C motorcycle, which is an Indian class, 300 to 400 cc. 300 to 400 cc motorcycle. Sorry for that.
That's okay. That's okay. This is just a regular conversation.
Okay.
So 300 to 400
cc class motorcycle, and we have modified the exhaust intake system, and
if you could tell us about the exhaust. Why are you running twin pipes on a single cylinder motorcycle?
See, the main motive behind twin exhaust is to improve the rideability. For the same torque output, we want the riders to feel much easier to use the torque than be aggressive.
Okay.
So that's the main reason we went for a dual exhaust system, and riders are happy about it. Riders are happy about the torque delivery as well.
Okay. Does it not increase the weight?
Yes, a little bit, not very much, but if you see the performance output, what we extracted out of this exhaust, it overcomes the weight which we have added.
So this is all stainless steel?
These are stainless steel exhaust, which is 0.8 mm thickness.
Okay. Have you manufactured them in-house?
This is completely manufactured in-house. We have trained technicians to develop these kind of systems. We went for multiple trials, and each exhaust will take at least 3 days to complete, because there are a lot of intricate diameters which has to be done manually, and we have done around 40-50 iterations to get the best performance out of this motorcycle.
So did you have a side slung exhaust last time?
Yes, we had a single exhaust, not a dual exhaust last year.
Okay.
We had a very good torque, a very good power as well, but rideability was not that great.
Okay.
It was we had a lot of sudden torque which is coming out of the motorcycle.
Okay.
And
so you wanted linear power delivery?
Linear power delivery is keeping the same torque output.
All right. And does the track layout also, is that there in the back of your mind while designing everything?
Yes, it depends on track layout as well, because the operating range in MMRT is different, operating range in other tracks are different.
Absolutely.
And this exhaust is designed for MMRT.
Okay, great. So I see that you have heat-trapped the exhaust as well.
Yes. It's a basic theory behind the suspension. If you overheat the liquid, it becomes the suspension viscous, and it will create handling issues. To overcome that is because the exhaust is going very closer to the suspension. If you see, we have a heat guard as well, and extra insulation we have added so that the handling correction doesn't change from lap 1 to the final lap.
Okay, great. So what other than the exhaust have you changed on the motorcycle?
We have changed the camshaft, which is high duration camshaft, to improve the power from the stock motorcycle.
Okay.
And the intake system is a free flow. You can see we have the velocity duct here. We call it trumpet.
Okay.
And
the velocity stack.
Yes, stack.
Yeah.
So it is to improve. Sorry, it's not. Okay, we have removed it.
You've removed it and just put in some plastic so that dirt
doesn't go in, and it is ported to flow better.
Okay.
Then as such the bottom up of the engine and bore and stroke is same, because as per the rules we are not allowed to change.
Okay.
And we have Öhlins front fork, front cartridge system,
Right.
and which is like completely tunable based on each and every individual the riders. We change it completely.
Right. So this has been mated to the stock suspension, is it?
Yes, this is a stock suspension.
The fork legs.
Fork
are
legs,
stock.
everything is stock. Only the internals are from
Right.
Öhlins.
The cartridge kit is Öhlins.
Öhlins cartridge kit.
Adjustable for preload.
Adjustable for preload, compression and rebound. And it is an independent fork as well.
Okay, great. I also see that you guys have done a lot of welding, so you clearly made some changes over here.
Yes,
Could you explain that?
see, this modification is done mainly to improve the handling and improve the geometry of the bike from the stock.
Have you reduced the rake or the trail of the motorcycle?
Yes, we have modified both. To have a good handling in MMRT track. This configuration changes with respect to track as well.
Okay.
Because fast flowing track we have a different configuration.
Right.
Slow tracks we have a different
For
configuration.
a slower track, you'll need an aggressive rake. I would believe.
Yes.
Right.
We just go by the basics. We have done number of iterations in this to adapt to this track as well, so that if you see in the race, like one of the best handling bikes will be RR 310.
Yeah, because your motorcycle, I saw in the race that you were going against the KTM RC 390s and the Yamaha R3. Now the R3 is a parallel 12 platform, so that's an advantage over
Exactly.
there. And the RC 390 has a 60cc advantage over your motorcycle.
Yes.
So you have to make up somewhere.
As you said, like the main strong point what we have in this motorcycle is the handling. We are the strongest contender because of that.
Right, and it showed because you guys won the championship.
Yes.
Okay, so what else? I see there's a completely different bodywork on the motorcycle.
Yes, I see it's lightweight fiber bodywork.
Right.
And we have done the fairing to streamline so that we can reduce the drag, so we can increase the top speed as well.
So when you made this fairing, is it done in a wind tunnel?
Yes, we did few iterations in wind tunnel before.
Does TVS have a wind tunnel?
We don't have a wind tunnel. We have a consultant, they have a wind tunnel, and we go and test it over there. And only a few iterations has gone right now. Like 1 or 2 iterations have gone.
Right.
It's not complete. Next year it will be much better.
Okay, and I see that you guys have a quick throttle on the motorcycle.
Yes.
So this is right now not linked. So otherwise, what kind of what degrees are we looking at? 30 degrees or so?
Yeah, it depends on the rider again.
Okay.
And depends on the track as well.
Right.
Because fast flowing tracks, they need very small, very short opening, and very short tracks like MMRT, it's like you have a lot of corners.
Right.
They need a lot of play because they want to open it gradually.
Yeah.
So here we use around 35-40 degrees. Depends on the rider again. Few riders like very quick.
Okay.
Few riders very they want a smooth one, longer stroke.
Got it. So it depends on what the riders
exactly.
So I also see that the fuel tank over here, I can see an aluminium unit sitting under this fiber body.
Yes, as per the rules, we are allowed to use metal tanks, only metal tanks. So we have gone for aluminium tank, which is reduced capacity as well. The existing tank which is running in the production is steel.
13 to 15 liters.
Yeah, it is 12 liter capacity, whereas our capacity is much lower because it's 6 to 8 lap sprint race.
So you obviously why have a bigger tank? Why have more?
Yes,
mass?
it's adding weight to the system.
Exactly.
And it is and the placement of tank also, it's an important aspect for handling as well.
Yeah.
So we are placed in such a way that riders feel comfortable when they are riding.
Okay. I see that you also have billet aluminium rear sets.
Yes. Again, this is customized for each and every rider.
Right.
And even the foot pegs, even the brake levers are customized for each and every rider. There will be minor changes with respect, because the height is not the same for each and every rider.
Preference would make
so we make the bike as much as comfortable for the rider, so that these kind of niggles doesn't stop their riding.
Okay. What else? So I see that you're running an Öhlins. Is that
Yes.
a TTX or an STX?
This is this is actually STX shocks, which is made for RR310 from Öhlins. It's like specially built for RR310. When we went for ARRC, we requested Öhlins for suspension for RR310, and they specially designed for us. And it's like tuned for each and every riders.
Okay, great. And I see that it comes with a separate
cartridge,
piggyback reservoir.
Yes,
yeah. And you've used a lot of zip ties on the motorcycle. They're everywhere.
Yeah, see, now it's like wire tie is almost replacing all the nuts and bolts in the bike.
Yeah,
and it's like they are lighter as well. And the main reason we have kept the cartridge here is like because of the exhaust. We don't want to keep it near the exhaust.
Right.
Again, it creates suspension issues. And this whatever white tape we have put is to avoid the rubbers which are hitting the cartridge and the stones which are hitting the cartridge. It's just a protection what we have, so that no mishap happens during the race.
Right. I also see this brake caliper mount. This also seems to be custom.
Yes, it's a custom made to adapt smaller disc.
Oh, it is a smaller disc?
It's a smaller disc.
Is this from the Apache RTR?
This is Apache. We use most of the parts from our bike own catalog itself, because we have better performance parts than in the competition. So we have used RTR 160 and 180's disc. It's the same.
Okay, are the rims stock? I don't think they're stock.
They are not stock. Rules call for an Indian component. We go for a lightest wheel in the market, and we use it.
And what is that? Is this an endurance rim, or is this something else?
Sorry?
What make is this?
We are not sure. We just.
But it's lighter than stock.
Lighter than
stock. And the Group C regulation also gets you to run on these MRF racing slicks.
Yes, Group C regulation. We have to run the MRF slicks. It's like 130 section rear and 110 the front, and. We have to adapt to these tires because the stock comes with the Michelin, and we have to adapt to this tire.
Right.
So a lot of work has gone in handling to adapt to this tire, and we are still improving.
Right. I also see that you have a custom sprocket at the back.
Yes, we have aluminium sprocket at the rear.
Let's take a look at it from that side.
See, we have aluminium sprocket and lightweight chain as well.
So that is it a 525 pitch racing chain?
Racing chain, and it is to reduce the friction as well, reduce the weight of the overall bike.
Okay.
And it's like lightweight aluminium we have, and you can see we have put adapters.
You have running a spacer disc as well.
Yes, to align, right.
Right. So what else is there on the motorcycle that you guys have done? I see that your radiator is much bigger than the stock motorcycle.
We have
in size.
Yes, we are producing much more power than the existing model, and the thermal output is very high.
Okay.
The heat generated is very high.
Right.
So we have to cool the engine. We have to keep it in the optimal temperature to have to perform very well throughout the race.
Right.
So even this, we went for few iterations to get the optimal temperature at different temperatures, different ambient temperatures as well. And if the ambient temperature goes down, like maybe 10 or 12 degrees ambient temperature, we have to change the radiator again. Now this radiator is done for this temperature, like 30 to 35 degrees.
Right.
So this radiator is done for the temperature.
Okay, and well, you've told me about the suspension. What about the braking?
Currently, we are using the stock Vibri, which is coming with the bike.
Right.
And if you see the master cylinder, what we are using is from RTR 200.
Why is that? Why not use the one which is on the stock motorcycle? Because I'm assuming it will be slightly bigger.
If you see RTR 200 and RR310 coming with the similar piston diameters.
Okay.
And again, it's based on riders' feedback. Like they feel much better with RTR. They get a better bite and better feedback with RTR 200.
Wow, that's quite a revelation, because you know the the thinking, the common thinking that a regular man like me who does not have any engineering experience, I think bigger is better.
Yeah.
So it's quite a revelation to see
Yes.
an RTR 200's master cylinder. And of course, ABS, there is no ABS. It's
No
a race
ABS,
bike.
yeah, race bike.
What else? First
And we have a 320 disc.
320 mm.
Yes,
rotor.
which is from 310 we have increased to 320 It's
Okay.
available in the market, and we take it from the market and we use it.
Okay, sure. What about the brake pads? What brake pads are you running?
We are using the stock brake pads
Stock
because they
brake
are
pads.
sintered already.
Okay.
So we use the stock brake pads until and unless rider complains. We won't
Must be
change it.
double H sintered already.
Yes.
Lovely. And so Karthik, how much weight have you dropped from this motorcycle?
We have dropped around like 35 to 40 kgs.
35 to 40 kilos.
Yes.
Stock motorcycles, what, 160, 165?
Yes.
So, wow, almost 125 kilos.
Yeah.
That's quite a light motorcycle.
Yeah, we are still exploring options to reduce the motorcycle weight. As you can see today, like the disadvantage what we had in the
Yeah,
States.
yeah.
We are looking at exploring options how to reduce weight, as well as we have understood our weakness today, and we will work forward, and we will be very strong next season as well.
I believe the engine itself is heavy. It's a 38 kilo engine or so.
Yeah, somewhere roughly closer to that. And as per the rules, we are not allowed to modify the engine, like engine components.
Right. In Group C, you cannot
we cannot, yes.
bore up the engine. If
Or,
it's still up till 400, you cannot bore it up to 400. Nothing like that, right?
Nothing like that. Like we can't. See, 1 mm increase in bore size is allowed. But you have to find an Indian-made piston.
Which is not possible.
Yeah. So we are currently running stock piston with the improved compression as well.
Right. So what is the compression ratio on this motorcycle now?
We go. It depends again. Depends on the day. We build between like 12 to 13:1. Like depends on the day. If it is a very hot day, we have to work on it again.
And what fuel are you running in this motorcycle?
As per the regulations, we have to use bunk fuel.
Okay.
In India, we are getting 99 octane, and recently Indian Oil has announced 100 octane,
Yeah.
and it will be sold from January. So next year we are really excited to have 100 octane. Finally, we will have a much crispier motorcycle and faster motorcycle as well.
I hope so. It'll be fun to watch.
Yes.
Also, Karthik, now the big question. I know you're probably squirming while answering this, but what kind of horsepower does this motorcycle make?
Good enough to fight the competition.
So guys,
but we are, as you can see, we have power deficit. But next year we'll be very, very close to the competition.
So okay, so how about a yes or a no? It makes over 50 horsepower.
Maybe yes, maybe not.
Guys, you know what that means. All right, so anything else on the motorcycle that you want to tell us? Oh, lap times. We haven't talked about lap times. It's a racetrack.
Yeah,
What kind of lap times is this motorcycle capable of?
This weekend we had the lap time of 154.5. Like we were 1 second ahead of the competition. Even our own riders, Mr. Jagan has done Jagan did 154.5 in the qualifying, and he was pretty consistent in the race as well to do 155s across the race.
That's great. And you were telling me earlier that because of the cyclone last week,
Yes.
that all the rubber from the tarmac has been washed out.
Yes,
So the bikes are slower than last year this time around.
Yes, the track condition has dropped a little bit because of no rubber in the track because of the recent cyclones. Maybe car race in between would help us because last year we did the 153 flat.
Okay.
And this year we are doing 154 mids.
What lap times were you expecting from this bike this year if we had perfect track conditions?
From last year we were trying to drop the pace by like 1.5 seconds. So that was the target.
152-ish.
152-ish laps because we made a lot of changes in the bike, and we were excited to have that fancy lap timing, but due to the track conditions, which is inevitable, God has done it, so we have to accept
fury,
it.
Can't fight it.
Yeah, we have to accept it. Maybe soon we will do a fancy lap time and we come strong.
I hope so. So guys, this is the motorcycle, and this is the man behind the motorcycle, Karthik. He is the one who has developed this championship-winning motorcycle. Next year, let's hope this bike does even better. I'm sure, Karthik, in a year or two, maybe 2 years, you can bring it under 150?
Hopefully, it's a fancy one. We will dream and we will chase our dream.
Hope so, man. Thank you so much, Karthik.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. So it's a wrap from Chennai. This is Karthik. He developed this motorcycle.
It's just not me. It's the team.
Well, it's
a lot of
team,
mechanics
it's a team.
are behind.
Of course, they understand that. It's an entire team that works in the motorcycle. But we have this man in front of the camera right now. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye
See
bye.
you.